Hello, this is Don with Two Saws Tips channel, and today I'm going to be demonstrating how to clean your choke plate on your vehicle, your air intake choke on your car. This vehicle is a 2024 Toyota Camry LE Hybrid. Pretty much all Camrys 2018 to 2024 will be very similar, should be very similar. And actually all Toyotas, or nearly all Toyotas, should be extremely similar to this procedure, should be similar. The configuration, exactly where your air intake is, may be a little bit different, but it should be very similar. So the first step is to find your air intake. And what you're looking for the big hose. This is what gives it away. This big hose, it's the only hose like this under the hood. That goes to your air intake. You can see right there, there's a screw with a clamp. If I remove this hose, the throttle plate and the air intake will be right there where the hose is going. So I need to first do a little bit of disassembly. Okay, so now we have to undo this electrical connector, and the way it works, there's a little clamp right here. There's where it latches. So you just simply press down and on this to unlatch it, and then you just pull back and it just undoes the connector. This clamp right here, there's a little tab that sticks out below. You're just going to gently push down on the tab and slide out this way, and it will slide out. And then just basically gently lay the wire aside so it doesn't get damaged. Now we're going to undo the two clamps for the air box where the air filter is, and pull it out. So now the air filter, as you can see, is in there. And so now we need to basically undo this hose. And you can use a pair of pliers if you like, but this particular clamp is not particularly hard to undo. You can undo it with your fingers. The other thing is to undo this hose. Now the hose may be a little bit hard. If it's been on there for a while, it may be kind of a little bit hard to remove. So you may have to pull on it kind of hard like this. If you need to, you can use a pliers, open on the wide setting and squeeze and gently rock it back and forth to loosen it before you pull it off. So, because you have to be careful, because all this is plastic. So you got to be careful because you don't want to damage anything. Okay, and now we have to undo the clamp on, which is on the big hose that goes onto the air intake, onto the throttle body. So what we do is we just use a Phillips screwdriver. A long Phillips screwdriver is easier. And you just unloosen this clamp and loosen it until it is pretty loose like that. And now it's time to try to take the hose off, and oh, it comes right off. Look at that. The whole thing, the whole assembly just comes right off, and look right there. There is the air intake, the throttle body. In order to clean your throttle plate, the butterfly and the throttle body, you want to use a dedicated cleaner, throttle body and air intake cleaner. Specifically, it doesn't leave any residue, and it's made specifically for this purpose. You do not want to use brake cleaner or anything that leaves anything behind, like any kind of a lubricating film or anything like that. You simply want to have something like that that's a dedicated cleaner to clean your throttle body. Okay, and as you can see, this is your throttle. And this part right here is called the butterfly, because this is actually the part that opens and closes to let more air in when you accelerate. And it's not like the old days when there used to actually be a wire that connected from the accelerator to the throttle, and when you would press on your accelerator, it would actually move the throttle plate directly mechanically. Now there's no mechanical connection. The way it works now is there's a sensor on the accelerator that just senses how much you're pressing the accelerator. That's fed into the computer that controls everything for the car, and then that computer sends a signal to this device through an electrical connection to go ahead and open up. So that's all that this does, and then it's got a motor in here. Now, when you're manipulating the throttle plate or the butterfly, you have to be very careful. You want to do it very slowly, so because it is a motor, and so you want to make sure when you do this, you're actually actuating it very gently. And then what we're going to do, we're just going to clean around where it contacts the inside of the body. So what we do is we just get a nice clean cloth. You don't ever spray directly. Do not spray the throttle cleaner directly into the throttle body. Some people do that. It's not advisable at all because, again, it goes right into an electric motor right here, which, so you don't want to get any kind of liquid or anything in there or any contaminants. So all you do is you shake well and you spray it onto the cloth. Just like that. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to go in here and wipe it. And what we want to do, it's a little bit difficult. You got to get your fingers in there and get it held open. See how I'm opening it up here? And then you just have to make sure when you do this, don't manipulate it quickly. Manipulate it very slowly when you're doing this. And what you want to do is you want to clean the carbon that is built up on the inside where it contacts the where the butterfly, the edge of the butterfly contacts the throat of the throttle body. And then again, I want to do this. I want to go up ahead and do the top of it here, and we just want to just going to clean to try to get the carbon out. So now we're going to. And when you let go, you can let go like that, but it's better to try to be as gentle as you can when you're manipulating this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try to clean the edge of the butterfly plate as best I can with this. Try to clean it. And because that's the part where it contacts is where you're wanting to go ahead and clean it. The back side might be a little bit difficult because it's trying to reach it, because again, you're trying to get to the edge, and again, you're not going to be able to see everything that I'm doing here and a lot of this has to be done by feel. You just basically have to do it by feel. So I'm trying to get the edge, the bottom edge right now, and then I'm getting the top edge of the butterfly. Okay, and I'm cleaning the edge of the throttle, as you can see here. I'm trying to get the back side. And again, this is under spring tension, so it's not the easiest. This is not the easiest thing in the world to do. It is a little bit clumsy. And again, you're going to do this mostly by feel. Now, one important thing to note is you want to use either some kind of a paper towel that's like a durable shop type paper towel. The one thing you don't want to use doing this is cheapo paper towels. Do not use cheap regular paper towels on this, because what happens, they disintegrate and they'll leave lint in there, and that can fall down in there and get into the engine and stuff, and you really don't want that. So you want to use durable towels, whether they be like a microfiber towel or a shop towel or some kind of a paper towel that's that's durable, that's actually made for for actually cleaning grease and grime and things like that. So I'm basically just feeling as I go in here. I'm basically just using my sense of feel to actually see where I need to concentrate. See, you got to be careful. This is already breaking down a little bit, so it probably would be better to use a shop towel for this, but you can use durable shop towel paper towels, but just be careful not to leave anything behind inside the throttle. So, but as you can see, I've got it pretty clean in there, and it looks pretty good, and that's basically what you're looking at there. And you just basically want to get the carbon buildup clean where the butterfly edge contacts the throat. The side of the big intake pipe. That's all you're basically trying to do to get it so that it makes a nice seal and that you have a full amount of opening. That's basically all you're trying to achieve here. And that's basically it. Now we just put everything back. Okay, now to put the hose back onto the throttle body. And there is a stop there that will stop you from putting it on. That makes sure you just have to kind of feel and make sure that it's on all the way. And then that way it's basically on there, and then it's ready to be clamped on. What also I recommend doing is go ahead and put the air box back together, actually. And the reason I say to put the air box back together is in that way you know the position is correct, because it's going to align itself with how the air box wants to be. And that's how you want it aligned. So you just basically, and you can feel in there and just kind of see, okay, yeah, I've got it all the way on there. And now we're going to tighten the clamp. And this is just an air tight seal for vacuum. And already the hose is already very snug fitting on there. So you do not need to tighten it very tight. You just need to get it snug. You absolutely do not want to crank it when you don't want to really go overboard on the tightness. You just basically tighten it until you feel a pretty good amount of resistance to turning, like right there, and that's pretty much it. And actually it looks like there were some blue marks that they left on here. So you can use that as a guide as well. You can also, if you want to, actually be a good thing is you can put a mark yourself. If there aren't any marks, you could make a little mark with a permanent marker so you can see how tight it was, so that when you put it back, you get it exactly the same way that it was. And then we're going to connect the hose back. So the hose just slides on, and again, you're just going to put the hose back on, just like so, just like that. And again, this clamp is just a, you can kind of put it back into the indentation where it was, and it's just basically just a, it just goes on like that. It's just basically a very low tension clamp, because again, it doesn't have to be super tight. We're going to reconnect the connector. I'm just going to wipe the area just a little bit. Make sure you just don't want to introduce any dirt into the connector. It's very clean. And you just basically just push it in. You'll hear a click. You'll hear a positive click, and that's how you know that you've got it on there. And then this, the same thing here. It just slides on. You can see it slides directly on here, and it actually makes a positive click. So now the whole thing is on there, and we're done. We've cleaned the choke, and we're finished, and that's how you clean your throttle body. If you found this content to be of value, please like and consider subscribing. It really helps the channel and encourages me to make more content. Thank you very much.